Hi Tan fans, welcome to another edition of Q&A with Coach Tandar on Thursday. I have a quick question from Carl, and it's a heady question regarding the loss of a loved one and how to cope with the pain of that. So I'm going to get to the question straight away, and I hope it's going to help the rest of you as well. All right, dear Coach Steve, I'm not sure if you can help me with this question, but I will ask anyway, as you make sense out of every problem and offer great solutions. I lost my father 5 years ago to cancer, and it has been a tough road healing from the loss since we were very close and he was my support in everything I did. I still feel a lot of pain and wonder if it will get any easier. Hope you have some tips. Thank you so much, Carl. Thank you, Carl, for writing in, and I'm sure it's been very hard for you to open up about such a pain, and please realize that your question will not only help a lot of people out there, you will also send that voice out to speak up about their pain too. First of all, I'm very deeply sorry for your loss, and I must say I've had a few losses in my life, and it's a very, very tough situation. It's very hard for you to wrap your brain around it and deal with the pain of it, and no two losses are the same, and everyone copes with it differently. What we must realize, and every problem in our lives has a solution, but death. This is the only thing that does not have a solution. And pain, though, on the other side, pain does have a solution, and I will get to that very soon. It's the pain that you've been going through from the time you lost your father and from the time he was probably sick and you knew that there would be such a pain coming through. You connected with your father through that pain, and that's why it's so hard for you to let go, because if you feel like you let go of that pain, you probably lose the connection with your father. The most important question to ask yourself is, do I celebrate his life or do I mourn his death? The key component is here where we draw a fine line into seeing, are we celebrating someone's life and what they achieved throughout, and the laughter and the love and the lessons they taught us, or are we connecting with them through the pain of their loss and what they went through? And I think that's what's happening here for you, because 5 years later you're still going through the pain, which you don't have to, because of that connection with your father and the support you felt from him. And of course there is a void in your life, and that's where the pain comes from, but you don't need to go through more unnecessary pain that you are already. The healing process should begin now, and I'm going to give you 3 tips, and hopefully that will help you out. Because of the connection you're having with your father through this pain, to turn that around and celebrate his life more is to talk more about his great memories. I'm sure you're already doing that, going through photos, talking to your friends and family about the great memories you had, and the laughter and trips or talks and good times, fun times, sad times, whatever it was, and how he pulled through for you. And also taking it a step further and teach that to the younger generation, to your friends, to people who are going through a loss, to people who are going through tough times, and get that legacy going, the legacy of your father, what he wanted to teach you, and fulfill that by passing on the message. And when you do that, I'm sure you will feel the connection with him again, and you will also feel his support in your heart. So this is a great way to look at it. And this purpose will automatically give you a sense of peace and a sense of connection and a sense of letting go of that pain. Because it's okay to let go of the pain, but keep the connection and the support in your heart. I hope this has been helpful to you. I know it's a very, very hard question to answer, but where coaching comes in, it's making sense of anything that we can come up with solutions, as we're solution-based. And for those of you who are going through pain of a loss of a loved one, or have someone who is going through such a pain, maybe you can forward this video to them, and this might be a tad of a help for them as well to cope with the loss. And I'm looking forward to seeing more questions from you next week. And until then, keep happy and healthy. See you later.